Okay, I've got 1 p.m. Let's go ahead and get started with the weather update for today. We have had that ice storm we were concerned about for our central and northern zones. We've had a few reports already that have come in of greater than a half an inch of ice accretion there. Did send out a form earlier, so you could send us your ice reports, looking for the amount of ice that's built up on objects. And so if you get a chance, please do that. And if you didn't get that form, shoot me an email. That precipitation is moving out of the area. Still a little bit of freezing rain occurring in the northern counties. And then we look to remain cold really right through Friday with warm up expected over the weekend. And we'll get into those details in a moment. Tonight, we will see all areas drop below freezing. Right now, just sitting a little bit above freezing at most locations. And so we'll see continued icy conditions north and patches of ice south where we get liquid water freezing back on the roadways. We're looking at the possibility of some light snow flurries or wintry mix possible late tonight and Thursday as another weather system swings through, kind of a weak system, but still some very light additional accumulation is possible with that. And that could create a few slick spots late tonight and tomorrow morning. We'll see temperatures warm above freezing all zones on Thursday, but still cold. We're only looking at temperatures rising up into the 30s to near 40, most inland areas, a little bit higher along the immediate coast. Then we'll drop back well below freezing Thursday night and Friday morning. So we'll see a refreeze of any liquid at that time. We are looking at a hard freeze for most areas away from the immediate coast Thursday night and Friday, with lows dropping into the teens inland to lower 20s, lower to mid 20s, a little closer to the coast, and around 30 even for Galveston Island Thursday night and Friday. So that's another very cold night. Only slightly warmer during the day on Friday and getting cold again Friday night, but not quite as cold. And then that significant warm up still looks to be Saturday night, and Sunday. So that's going to be really the first time we truly warm up. Here's a map showing the temperatures as of about 30 minutes ago. And you could see pretty uniformly anywhere from about 33 to 37 across the area. Most locations being a degree or two above freezing, or you see up at Bryan College Station right at freezing. So no major warm up today. We've had a cold rain in the southern counties, and like I said, significant icing up north. And we're still gathering reports for exactly how much icing we had. But we would expect a lot of tree damage, perhaps damage to power lines, and very, very hazardous road conditions where that freezing rain has occurred. Here's a look at the current watches and warnings. This will change soon. Right now, there is a winter storm warning out still for all but the coastal counties. With the precipitation moving out, we are planning to continue with a winter weather advisory, more for the residual ice, but also for that additional very light precipitation that we're expecting late tonight and tomorrow morning. We are also going to post a hard freeze watch for Thursday night, Friday morning for, again, that next very cold night. Let's take a look now at the low and high temperatures each day. On Thursday, tomorrow morning, you can see temperatures dropping back into the lower 20s for those northwest counties. You can see some 23s and 24s here for places like Bryan College Station up to Crockett. In the 20s, mid 20s for intermediate zones, and close to freezing along the coast. May not get below freezing for Galveston proper, but pretty much for everything away from the immediate coast, we're looking at another very cold night. High temperatures on Thursday, as I said, not rising a whole lot, kind of like we're seeing today. We're gonna see some warm up above freezing, or maybe even stay near freezing, is all for some of our northern counties. So again, dangerously cold if you don't have heat and shelter and so on. Thursday night and Friday morning, this will be the coldest upcoming night that we have. You can see lows around 15 for Bryan College Station. For Houston proper, we're looking at around 20, and then mid to upper 20s right near the coast. Even Galveston Thursday night, Friday morning will likely drop below freezing. Friday, again, looking cold. High temperatures Friday only in the 30s for our northern counties. A little bit milder for the coastal counties, up in the mid 40s at that point, but certainly cold by any measure. Saturday morning looks to be our last very cold morning, where we have now lower 20s in the northwest, around 30 for Houston and the 59 corridor south west of town, and then in the lower 40s for Galveston at this point. And then you can see the highs on Saturday finally getting up well above freezing. So now we're looking at highs in the mid 50s, and then northwest counties still in the 40s. Finally, you can see the warming trend continue. Now this Saturday night, Sunday morning, our first night where we probably won't drop below freezing anywhere. Lows in the from anywhere from 40 to 50, even mid 50s at Galveston. And then Sunday, looking at highs now in the mid 60s for Houston, around 60 further north. So you can see just to sum up, very cold week. Some nights extremely cold, especially Thursday night and Friday. Then finally some warming for Saturday and Sunday. Just keeping with this theme, you can see kind of we'll pick up a couple locations now. Bryan College Station, daytime highs each day, not much above freezing all the way through Friday. And then you can see 50 on Saturday and 62 on Sunday. So really not until the weekend that we get out of this really cold air mass. And then those overnight mins in the 20s and even in the mid-teens Thursday night and Friday. Even Saturday morning is going to be very cold the way it looks now. This forecast has trended down just a bit today. So around 20 even Saturday morning. So we still have a good solid 3 days of very cold conditions. Looking at greater Houston, Harris County, similar picture, just a few degrees higher than what we saw for Bryan College Station. Highs likely today through Friday, a little bit above freezing, maybe even around 40 on Friday. But each night, lows dropping below freezing. And in the case of Thursday night, Friday morning, our forecast now low 24. Again, a very extremely cold night. Even Saturday morning for Houston, low of 27. But as we go through the day Saturday and into Sunday, we finally see those milder conditions. And then finally for Galveston, Galveston itself looks to be above freezing from here on out, but still very cold. So for those folks without heat and power, this is still very much a concern. Highs today only 40, maybe lower 40s on Thursday and Friday, and lows around freezing. Coldest morning looks to be Friday morning for the city of Galveston, 30 there. And then you see that welcome warming as we get Saturday and especially Sunday. I mentioned that additional precipitation, the heavier precipitation is moving out now. And but we do have a weaker system that's due to pivot through tonight and tomorrow morning, and the models are all most of them are showing some very light precipitation, usually in some sort of band like is showing here in this particular model. And so this is one example of what the radar might look like at 6 a.m. and noon tomorrow. Some light precipitation. It may be snow flurries. It could be even some light freezing rain or sleet. And the location of this band, though, is uncertain. It's not clear it's going to be exactly here. It could be a little further north or further south. So it doesn't look like a lot of precipitation like we had today. Precipitation amounts should be very light, but any kind of even light wintry precipitation can have impacts if we're below freezing. And as we saw just a minute ago, another very cold day tomorrow. Finally, some marine impacts. This is put together this morning. You can see what's causing all this. We have a coastal low sitting just off Galveston now due to shift off to the northeast. That's producing some high winds in the coastal waters. And we do have a small craft advisory. Could even see some gusts near gales as you get closer to that low. And then as it pulls to the east, we'll see our winds go from northeast to north, and we're looking at low water by the time we get to Thursday morning and evening, really through the day Thursday. So that can impact navigation through the ship channel there. So just to summarize again, we are seeing the freezing rain starting to end in the north, and the rain has ended in the south from this current system. But we're not looking at any sort of significant warm up until the weekend. And we have a few sub-freezing and very cold nights in store, dropping below freezing tonight and then well below freezing Thursday night and Friday morning. We do have a winter weather advisory out for the residual ice and this new light precipitation coming in that includes all but the coastal 2 tiers of counties. And that pretty much sums it up. It's very similar to the forecast we've been presenting. Still stuck in this very cold pattern really until the weekend. Most of the precipitation has ended. Some light wintry mix late tonight and tomorrow, but the main concern is going to be that continued very cold condition, especially Thursday night and Friday, where that looks to be another very, very cold night.